Alright, everybody, welcome back for another one. And this is about the 18th time I've tried to record this video today because I had some issues with sound. I had a couple things that were inputting sound in the background that I did not know were there because I've been working on getting my camera set up and maybe doing some live streams and so on. So I had a lot of different things running in the background. But anyway, today there was a million things to talk about, but I actually just wanted to take a step back and try to keep it simple because crypto can get really full hype, as you see right now. Just everything's about NFTs, right? Got famous people, billionaires, so on, going on TV doing interviews talking about NFTs and this and that, and it's just the new craze, the new hot item. All right, 2017 was the same thing. Everyone was buying ICOs, throwing money at ideas, right? Things that were not products at all. So my main point being right now is to just take a step back, look at the cryptos that actually do have a product and a potential to have enterprise adoption, and you might want to focus on those ones still. It does not hurt to speculate the microcaps because I think we're moving into that phase as well. When you move into a major alt season like this one that we had, so it ran up, what, 300% basically against Bitcoin dominance, or a little over 100 days in length. And during that period of time, if you were holding altcoins, you made life-changing money, period. Especially if you had bought stuff that looked dead, right? You look at the chart and it just looks like a straight line, not moving at all. Those were the ones that made you a lot of money back then, which was pretty much everything, to be honest. But anyway, so take a step back, find the good quality cryptos, and get your seat because you want to be on this when it takes off. Trust me, you do not want to miss this. All right, I think this alt season is going to be the most explosive one we've ever seen. I think it's going to have utility involved, and I say all that because this is also the longest consolidation period we've had on the Bitcoin altcoin dominance, right? So we've been consolidating in this range for almost 700 days, 680 days. So anytime you can see a range like that, the longer it ranges, the more explosive the breakout is. It's pretty much as simple as that. And Bitcoin has tried to push this dominance down a lot lately. It's just not happening. So I think we only go up from here. As you can see, like I said, we've been trending up. Once we break out, get up over about 44%-ish area and test that and go, I think that's going to be it. All right, we'll be off to the races. So make sure that you have your seat. I know I see a lot of people trading in and out of their positions, getting impatient, getting scared that the market's going to dump. I mean, honestly, right now, it's totally worth it to just be ready, be prepared in case this breakout does actually happen. I think we're getting close. I think it's going to be led by crypto such as Ethereum. You know, Ethereum's not the sexy one anymore, which to me makes it sexy, right? Fib levels tell us we can get up to 5,700-ish area before we consolidate, which I think aligns perfectly with that 3-month window I gave you, 100 days or so into June. I think we could see something like a $5,000, $6,000 Ethereum by then. Why not? You know, if Bitcoin can be up to 60 grand a piece, well, Ethereum has the entire ecosystem built on it. So why can't it be at six grand, right? I think it's likely, and I think once that happens, Ethereum is going to pull all the altcoins up with it. We're like right around there, right? If you don't see this breakout within the next few weeks, who knows if it's going to happen, right? But I think it's coming. It's going to come off of, news like this, right? So Ethereum's EIP 1559 B market overhaul greenlit for July. I'm not sure if you saw this, came out a few days ago. Just figured I would mention it because right now Ethereum dexes and everything are not too user friendly because the fees are outrageous, right? And basically there's been this incentive for the miners to not want to make this happen because right now Ethereum mining is very profitable because you're raking in all those fees. So why would we change that? Well, you change it because eventually the ecosystem will die. No one's going to continue to use Ethereum if the fees are high. So they're trying to fix that. If they do, they'll be right back in business. All right, more enterprise-ready cryptos, right? Hedera Hashgraph. This one looks like it's got plenty of room to keep running too. It's going to be hard to tell with these cryptos that don't have any price history onto how high we think we're going to go. But I think this one's quality. I think it's got plenty of development. It's got the council full of companies such as Google and so on. So they're well positioned, right? Allgrand, another one. Allgrand is partnered with Curve, and Curve was just purchased by PayPal, and Curve is a crypto custodian basically. So Allgrand got plenty of development in the ecosystem as well. And Atom, Cosmos, both of these two, their charts look really similar. I mean, honestly, all these charts are just ready. Like if one rips, I think all these, pretty much everything in alt season is gonna go, right? All the altcoins are gonna go. Probably even the worst ones that exist, to be honest. I'm not trying to be holding too much of the speculative stuff like that. But anyway, another one, Energy Web, right? I've talked about this one before. I mean, all these charts I'm showing you, they don't have any history, right? This is going to be the first run, but I think that's what makes them interesting. Because who knows how high they can go, right? These things can just fly. Whenever there's no top put in from previous time frames, then people just buy, right? And we'll see what happens, but I'm liking all these, right? XDC one as well. It's already had a good move, but with its partnerships with R3 and so on, I expect this one to continue up. I like Icon as well because this one hasn't really exploded yet, but I mean, I guess it has, right? It was as low as 10 cents and now it's $1.90, but that's not that much in crypto. But anyway, I think this one can run up to as high as the fib levels. Once again, $55 would not be surprised if it got that high or higher in this run. I just think that that's a good target for it. People that are new to crypto, I can tell they're hesitant. Like they don't want to be holding. They don't want to get burned. They don't have any idea how crazy things can get in periods of time like this. So they don't realize that your valuations that you're expecting, it could go a lot higher, right? So Neo is a perfect example of that. In 2017, this project came out of nowhere. Nobody knew about it. And it went from 10 cents to as high as let's see if we get it. Anyway, it went up to like $50 on its first move from 10 cents. And that happened in a matter of from March to July, the same time frame we're in right now. Like I said, 2017 seems to just be repeating itself. And if we break out like this, you don't want to be jumping in and out of your positions, like I said. You kind of just need to hang tight and watch this all play out, to be honest. Not financial advice, but I'm just telling you from, historically speaking, this stuff can go a lot higher than you expect, and it can happen a lot faster than you expect. So don't be scared, no risk, no reward. That's exactly why we're here, right? But yeah, so Neo is a perfect example of one that just went nuts. And I think you could see, so Icon was at 10 cents to 55. Well, Neo's first move was basically exactly that. And then it consolidated and had another move up to about 200. So, will history repeat itself with Icon? Possibly. All right. Just going to follow up with some news as well, like I said. So, Ripple and MoneyGram, they're winding down their partnership, right? Nothing to see here. XRP is dead. You don't want to do that. You don't want to have XRP, right? And you come over to Cointelegraph. Like I said, all they're talking about is NFTs, Bitcoin's going to 70K right here, right? Just more NFTs and more Bitcoin price predictions and Bitcoin ETFs. Decentraland, another NFT, right? So there's a lot of hype and a lot of distraction, and Ripple's going away, right? XRP's trash. Well, might want to rethink that. I'm saying don't fall into the trap of the mainstream narratives, right? So another one I saw here, right? I'm not going to go into it, but this Q&A, will Binance Smart Chain overtake Ethereum in the world of DeFi? So like I said, Ethereum fees are outrageous right now, and if they don't fix it, then they're going to lose their platform. Like, they will eventually over time. Binance Smart Chain is starting to bring tokens over, right? So Bitrue to launch its native token on Binance Smart Chain. This is one of the reasons that the Bitrue price is blowing up. I'm sure I talked about this one back on the 26th of January. Said that I was taking a position at about 3.5 cents. Yesterday it ran up to 20 cents. Looks like to be making another move up today as well. I just think this one is extremely undervalued still. Tiny little market cap for being an exchange token. So one of the worst mistakes that anyone made in 2017 was not buying Binance, right? I remember when it came out, it was in the cents. Now it's like, what, $300 something, something like that, 200, whatever it is. I had the opportunity to buy at $1 and I didn't. So that's why this time around, I've been really big on exchange tokens. And Bitrue is like, I think like a $10 million market cap right now. They have a question mark here, but this is CoinGecko. I think CoinMarketCap lists it at like 10 million. But anyway, all the other exchange tokens are in the billions. All right. KuCoin has like a third of the volume and is valued like 10 times, 20 times more than Bitrue still at this point. So, and obviously the price is pumping because of stuff like this. I just found it really interesting that Binance was accepting a Bitrue coming over, because Binance has been very strategic to pinch out the little guy and to stop their competition. So they're integrating with Bitrue. Maybe they have some kind of partnership behind the scenes. I don't know. We'll see. But leads me to another one that's been performing really well. Nash Exchange is finally getting the respect it deserves. This price chart looks really good. Had one little pump. Looks to be continuing up. As you can see, over 30 days, up 218%. It was basically dead in the water since it came out. So this is another one that looks to be trading down on the bottom, like I said with Neo, where they just break out and get out of there. Still a tiny market cap too, 30 million for what it does. They just announced today some of the major things that they're going to be offering this year now. So Nash expands our services this year. Next, stakers will receive a share of our new revenue streams. Learn more, right? So you're going to get the exchange fees. You're going to get the fees from the Nash fiat ramps for third parties, fiat crypto conversion fee for DeFi earnings, fiat spot market fees, and the Nash debit card transaction fees. So what does that sound like to you? Sounds like to me that you own the exchange, right, with those shares. And that's why Nex is unique, because it's the only registered security really in crypto. I think there's a few, but it's the only fully compliant exchange token, right? Which this is all true. And there's a lot of stuff that they've done, right? So they're going to give you all these different fees because they are a security that you own, like a stock. And then also, so as they say right here, the easiest way to purchase Nex is directly within the mobile app. That's not available to everybody in the US, but thankfully they've integrated with Uniswap. So you can go on to Uniswap and buy Nex, and then once you purchase on there, you can send it to the Nex app and you can swap it for the Nex token on Neo, and then you can stake it away. So that's how it works. It just depends where you live if you have access to that stuff. Another thing they've done, though, that most people don't know about is that, as I said, Nex is also available on Neo blockchain, but because of this, they've been able to integrate both the Switch.io and Uniswap channels into the Nash app. So you can use Uniswap through Nash, right? So Nash is like becoming your one-stop shop, right? It has the feel, the user interface of a centralized exchange. The app is very clean, easy to use, but it's not, right? It's a decentralized exchange. And the only one at that to have non-wrapped Bitcoin. So they are a decentralized exchange, but the Bitcoin you trade on there isn't wrapped, right? It's actual Bitcoin. So it's another feature they have. I mean, they're just doing really well right now. So I'm not surprised at all to see the price finally moving. I think it's a joke. It was undervalued for so long, and I hope it continues up for all Nash holders. But as you can see here, right, you go right in the app, swap around with Uniswap on Nash. So that's pretty cool if you ask me, right? Didn't want to talk too much about that, but I had to get it in there because people who are holding the next token, they deserve some growth because this is a great product and you've had to stay really patient with it. So there you have it. Last but not least, so BitTrue, Nash, I think those are still undervalued compared to all the other exchange tokens. And then if you guys want to check out some that might have some good potential going forward, do your own research. But New Cipher and Keep Network propose world's first decentralized protocol merger. So this might be two sleeper cryptos that have decently low market caps with potential to blow up. Like I said, do your own research, but apparently they're voting on this protocol merger that hasn't happened yet. So definitely check that out. I will always put these articles, the links in the description if you want to read more. Hope that was informative. As always, please like and subscribe, share with your friends and family, and stay tuned for the next one. Thanks.
Paper money is going away.
Yes.
And crypto is a far better way to transfer value than pieces of paper. That's for sure.
Without a doubt.
That has its pros and cons.
Just to clarify, Tesla's not going to start selling Bitcoin anytime soon. Okay, you heard it here first, even though everyone thought that.
Yeah, right.